New comic book based MAFEX Thor and Steel figures, a breakdown of the Masters of the Universe Masterverse waves for 2022 from Mattel, new Spawn figures from McFarlane Toys coming to Gamestop, and a whole lot more. So let's jump right into it. Everybody, JC here, and welcome to a Monday edition of TNInews. And as always, we've got a lot to cover today. And let's start off with a follow-up to a story I did on Friday, and that is in regards to Mattel's Masters of the Universe Masterverse line. So on Friday, I showed you a bunch of new images of upcoming products for Masterverse, but I wasn't sure exactly how the figures broke down as far as which waves they would belong to or when they might see release. So I've been doing some checking since Friday, and I do have some additional information that I wanted to go on and share with you. So it is a breakdown of the next 3 waves of Masterverse. I don't know if these will be the only 3 waves released this year. We might see one more or possibly store exclusives, but these are definitely the 3 coming this summer, and then the third one in the fall. Also, a deluxe wave. So I have confirmed that the Hordak that we saw back in March, as well as She-Ra, which we got the additional images for last week, both of those figures are being released as deluxe figures, and those look like right now tentatively or at least are slated for a early summer release. Now I do want to emphasize that Mattel has not officially confirmed these waves, and it is possible these could change, especially the release dates. I would definitely say the release dates might be tentative. But right now it is looking those deluxe figures of She-Ra and Hordak, which interestingly enough look like are falling under the new Eternia subline, not the Princess of Power. So I guess they're dubbing these two new Eternia, which essentially means they're supposed to have at least accessories based on early concept art. So those two, again, early summer. And then along with those 2 deluxe figures is going to be Wave 6. Now, Wave 6 is not the wave that initially rumors that had popped up back in February suggested they would be, and I'll get to that in a minute. But right now, Wave 6 is looking like it's going to include the CGI Netflix animated series He-Man and Skeletor figures. Those are 2 that Mattel officially showed off last month. And then the new Eternia Zodak figure, which we saw for the first time last week. And finally, for this wave, the Princess of Power Catra figure looks like we'll be rounding it out. Next up, which I'm dubbing as Wave 7. These aren't actually, listed as like Wave 6 and 7, but this looks like would be the next wave to be released, which likely would come out in the middle of the summer, mid to late summer. This wave has some repacks in it from the previous wave, so both that Catra figure and the Zodak figure are also going to be included in this wave, along with that 40th anniversary He-Man figure. So, and I am putting the Beastman figure, which we saw initially Mattel announced in March, and then we saw the additional images last week. That one is the only figure that we've seen images for that I did not actually at this time see listings for. However, this wave 7 was only showing 3 figures in it. A normal wave usually has 4 figures. So I'm making an assumption here, which could be wrong, but I'm thinking the Beastman figure is going to end up being released in this wave. So we'll have to see if that turns out to be true. Again, based on the information I saw, Beastman was not listed, but only 3 figures were, 2 of which were repacks. The other was the 40th He-Man. And being I didn't see the Beastman listed anywhere else, I am leaning towards him ending up in this wave. And as I said, this Wave 7 that I'm calling it is looking like it's going to be out in the middle of the summer. So probably like July timeframe. Then finally, the third wave that I've seen listings for. Now, this is the wave that was actually rumored to be Wave 6 back in February, and there has been one change to that. But this is the wave that should include that new Eternia Battle Armor He-Man figure, that new Eternia Jitsu figure that we saw last month, officially revealed by Mattel, the Masterverse version of Sunman. And then originally it looked like Frosto was going to be in this wave, and I have seen indications that that was in fact the case, but then at last minute it looks like Mattel did a switch and the hero figure is now looks like it's going to be part of that wave, and not wave 6 but actually wave 8. So again, this wave looks like it's going to be out in the fall, maybe September timeframe, and is not wave 6, which is what the rumors had originally suggested. So I don't know what's going on with Frosta. We haven't seen any official images for her released, so I'm assuming she got delayed for some reason. Maybe we'll be out at the end of the year. Again, I don't know if there'll be a final Masterverse wave released, in like December timeframe. Right now, I'm only seeing indications for these 3 waves plus the 2 deluxe figures. If you're into Stranger Things, thanks to MCU Collector, he found a couple of new 6-inch figures hitting Target stores. These are put out by Bandai America. So previously they'd done 6-inch versions of Hopper and 11 from the new season. And then they've also done a Demogorgon and a Demodog. So these 2 new figures look like are a second version of 11, and then also a character that I don't think we've seen yet by the name of Eddie. So probably somebody who shows up in the new season, which will be premiering on Netflix fairly soon. I don't remember off the top of my head the premiere date. I think sometime in May is when the new season is supposed to premiere, or at least part 1 of the season. I forget if that's one they're breaking up into 2 parts. But anyway, so these 2 figures are hitting Target stores now. So they should be available everywhere, but again, Target seems to be the first place that has them. And a big thanks to MCU Collector. I'll put a link to his Instagram down in the comment section below. Todd McFarlane yesterday threw up a new video announcing 2 new Spawn figures, or I should say Spawn variant figures. These are both going to be released as GameStop exclusives on the 30th of this month. So that is being dubbed McFarlane Day. I believe they did that last year as well. They'll be offering some discounts on McFarlane products at GameStop, I believe starting this week and going until the 30th. And then again, these 2 figures will go up on the website on the 30th. So one of which is a variant of the clown figure, a bloody variant. And then the second one is another version of Gunslinger, this time with a horse. He also comes with that Gatling gun like we saw, I believe the second version of Gunslinger that they've done in this line came with the Gatling gun. But the big thing about this one is you get the horse as well, which is kind of cool. Now, in the video, McFarlane said that the clown figure should also be hitting physical stores starting on the 30th, but only the Gunslinger would only be going up for pre-order. So don't expect to find that one in stores this month. But again, both will be listed on the website. He didn't give a specific time on when on the 30th, but I don't think these will sell out instantly or anything. So, I would just check periodically if you want to try and add these to your collection. Another announcement for this year's PowerCon convention, which will be taking place in August in Columbus, Ohio, August 5th through the 7th. So I've talked about this a couple of different times. They previously announced that NECA Toys would be attending this year, as well as the Mego Company. And yesterday they announced that the 4 Horsemen would also be in attendance. Now the 4 Horsemen are fairly regulars at PowerCon, so that's not terribly surprising. However, as I've mentioned before, it definitely looks like this year they're kind of moving away towards the Masters of the Universe only convention and trying to make it more of a generalized toy convention. So again, this one, PowerCon, takes place in Columbus, Ohio, as opposed to California where it normally takes place, and the dates are August 5th through the 7th. A quick reminder that tomorrow, April 26th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Hasbro will be holding another live stream event, this time with the G.I. Joe brand team. So we should be getting some new G.I. Joe classified reveals. I expect we'll see finalized images for the wave they showed off at the last live stream, which includes the Dusty, the Zorana, and the Crimson Guard. That wave should be going up for pre-order pretty much everywhere that carries classified figures tomorrow, I believe at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So again, we should be at the very least getting the official images for those. What else we see, we'll have, I'm not entirely sure, but definitely looking forward to that. And of course, we'll have full coverage up on TNI during the event. Again, it takes place at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on the Hasbro Pulse YouTube channel. If you're still trying to get your hands on that McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Year 2 Target exclusive Batman figure, as I'm filming this, it is currently available again on the Target website. This is the non-autographed version. I've also seen reports that this has been started to show up in physical stores, so you might be able to find it there as well. But like I said, if you missed out on it, it is available on the website now. However, I would recommend caution if you're going to switch out the arms. People in the past have had breakage issues with this one, so just use caution. Heat up the joints when you're, before you start moving it around and take the arms off and everything. You get the hard plastic cape and then you get the soft goods cape and everything. So like I said, just use caution when you're handling this one. It's a cool figure, but definitely for some, it's been a little bit on the delicate side. This weekend, we got the full reveal for 2 new MAFEX figures. So the first one we had seen a teaser for the other week. It is that Return of Superman MAFEX steel figure. So this figure, along with the other one I'm going to be talking about, are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. The steel figure is going to come with 3 different head sculpts. You're going to get his hammer and then 2 jet boot effects that you can plug into his feet, so it looks like he's flying around. The figure, both this one and the other one, are not slated for release until April of next year, so we've got over a year away. Seems to be becoming a common practice with things these days. And this one, the steel figure, it looks like it's going to cost you around $104. The second figure revealed this weekend is Marvel-based, and it is a comic book-based Thor figure, classic Thor. So this one overall looks pretty good. You've got the soft goods cape. You had the soft good cape on the steel figure as well with the wire in it. This one has 2 different head sculpts. You get 4 holding hands for Thor's hammer. You get a spinning effect hammer piece. We've seen this a number of companies, Diamond Select Toys. Hasbro did it with their Target exclusive Thor. So this seems to be becoming a common accessory for Thor figures. You also get a figure stand. Like with the steel figure, it's not due out until next April, so over a year from now. And then also the price on this one is around $104. Hot Toys just this morning released this teaser image for their No Way Home Spider-Man figures. So of course, Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield. It is unknown if these will be released individually or as a 3-pack. Being these are 12-inch Hot Toy figures, I'm thinking individually, but again, we don't have those specific details yet. We just know that they are definitely coming, and again, they released this preview image. When more information does become available, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Another reminder, the Thor Love and Thunder Marvel Legend figures officially go up for sale tomorrow, which is the 26th. They'll be available online at places like our sponsors, Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. I would expect physical stores like Target and Walmart will also start officially putting them out. Walmart, of course, started selling them several weeks ago, and then they put a cashier lockout on them. But again, that wave will officially go up for sale tomorrow. Now, not every place necessarily will have them in stock tomorrow. So, if you go online, you may have to pre-order. But I would expect, hopefully, the release date on these won't be super long, even if you pre-order. Or like I said, you can try your luck and see if physical Target or Walmart stores have them in stock tomorrow as well. But like I said, the official sale date for these, even though they've been out there for a couple weeks now, is tomorrow the 26th. For you Disney Store ToyBox fans, we've got some new 2-packs or multi-packs that are coming. So one is MCU based. It is based on the Into the Multiverse of Madness movie featuring Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. So I believe all these figures, I think, are like retooled or repainted or what have you. We've seen the Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. They did Scarlet Witch with a vision for WandaVision. We've seen Doctor Strange. So I haven't examined them closely to see how different they are from the previous Toy Box figures they've done of these characters. But with the Doctor Strange, you do get some cool magic effect pieces with a big energy axe and, of course, a shield. And then the second 2-pack is comic book based, and this one's actually, to me, is the cooler of the two. It is Thor versus Loki, so you get a classic Loki figure, and then you get Thor. The Thor figure seems to be kind of a retooled version of their movie version, and then the Loki might even be as well with the bright, comic book based colors. But, so they've done movie versions of these two, but these are comic book based. And then the final set is, I guess you call it 4-pack, 2 regular size figures and then 2 smaller ones. It's the Guardians of the Galaxy. Again, this is comic book based. So you get Gamora, you get Star-Lord, you get Groot, you get a little tiny Groot, and you get Rocket Raccoon. And all 3 of these sets are currently listed on the Shop Disney UK website. but they should be coming to the US website fairly soon. Like with all the ToyBox figures, these are Disney Store exclusives. Okay, so that's it for today. Again, reminder, tomorrow is the G.I. Joe live stream with the Hasbro brand team. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to want to do a live stream tomorrow to talk about what's revealed during the event. It'll kind of be a play it by ear, but might be doing a live stream tomorrow evening. We'll just have to wait and see. If not, then should definitely be back with the live stream on Thursday. But as always, guys, I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything I talked about down in the comment section below. Like this video if you're so inclined. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. As always, guys, stay safe out there, and until next time, I'll catch you later.
Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.